After 2 long years, and one person being 6 feet under, one of the biggest rap beefs has continued to fuel on as the rappers involved have refused to reconcile their beef. The hit of King Von sparked a huge rift in the rap industry, and while fans have asked Lil Durk to slide for Von, NBA YoungBoy and his 4KT crew have made it pretty difficult as they have continuously dissed King Von. King Von throws shade at YoungBoy. The beef between NBA YoungBoy and King Von may have started long before Von was taken out, but YoungBoy didn't think it was a big deal until the fateful night of Von's hit. King Von began throwing shade at NBA YoungBoy on his Instagram live sessions, where he often claimed that NBA YoungBoy caps in his raps. King Von previously spoke down on NBA YoungBoy's song "Play With Us."
Bring it out and I can't hide it. Boy talking about on this song, bro.
What?
He talking crazy on this man.
Oh yeah?
He ain't even like that.
Oh!
On his ass now. Cap. You got cap in your raps.
In the video, King Von was heard saying NBA YoungBoy caps in his raps. According to King Von, he didn't have any personal issues with NBA YoungBoy, and whatever was happening between them was all speculation from the internet.
You know what people told me? People told me you and YoungBoy was beefing or something like that. You said something about what happened, Von? What's going on with you, man?
They be saying that a lot. It's like we got the same interests, and then you know how the internet will try to make it.
Don't tell me I got problems over girls.
No, it's the internet, gang. It's the you know, they'll try to make it like that because it's the internet. You see what I'm saying?
According to King Von, the only problem he may have had with NBA YoungBoy involved girls, but it wasn't ever anything threatening. Although King Von claimed that he hadn't dissed NBA YoungBoy, fans believe that his talking down on NBA YoungBoy's music may have played a major role in NBA YoungBoy's associates taking him out. The relationship between NBA YoungBoy and King Von wasn't truly known when Von was alive, and even after King Von passed away, NBA YoungBoy has never spoken about the truth of his relationship with King Von. Whatever it was, the details of the fateful night of Von's passing proved to the world that the two rappers definitely had a feud that caused King Von to attack Quando Rondo at the club that night. What started off as a fun night at a club in Atlanta turned into a horrific tragedy that took out King Von. The rapper was partying with his crew at a club in Atlanta when a fight broke out between his crew and Quando Rondo's crew. In no time, King Von was taken out. Sadly, it was too late to save the rapper's life. He was pronounced to have passed on the early hours of November 6, 2020. Fans weren't sure why King Von and his crew took a jab at Quando Rondo, one of NBA YoungBoy's guys, especially after claiming he didn't have beef with YoungBoy, but it showed fans that Von may have in fact had issues with NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy diss King Von. With the hit of King Von and the accusation of Quando Rondo and YoungBoy's 4KT crew members, NBA YoungBoy began to attack King Von, his Only the Family crew, and members of Chicago's O Block. Even after Von had passed away, YoungBoy dissed King Von in any way he could, in his music, on social media, and sometimes interviews. In January 2022, NBA YoungBoy started off the year by releasing diss tracks and sending disses on social media to King Von and his OTF crew. YoungBoy began King Von's diss after he released a song titled "Bring the Hook." NBA YoungBoy rapped on the track, "It's that Squid Game. O Block Pack get rolled up. What they told us. Atlanta boy get folded up." There were certain people who weren't going to allow NBA YoungBoy to diss King Von without standing up for Von. Lil Durk and Von's sister, Kayla B, were some of those people. Lil Durk shared a picture of himself sitting next to a canvas of King Von with the caption, "Don't claim it if you ain't do it. You still a." While King Von's sister, Kayla B, posted on Twitter, "Oh, demon time in the house on house arrest. Get in these streets." King Von's O Block Pack, who were also called out in NBA YoungBoy's diss track, reacted to the diss against King Von. Gang members on O Block, who were fans of King Von, reacted to the diss track as several viral clips showed them playing the diss track on full blast while they burned green flags and green clothes in the middle of O Block. The color symbol for the 4KT crew is green, so members of O Block proceeded to burn any and everything that was green around them. Many people on social media criticized the O Block video of the gangsters burning green flags, and some even laughed at them. People believe that the O Block gangsters and NBA YoungBoy needed to let King Von rest to stop involving his name in rap beef and social media disses. Quando Rondo and YoungBoy diss King Von. Quite recently, NBA YoungBoy revived his unending beef with King Von as he collaborated with Quando Rondo to release a collab mixtape, 3860. After YoungBoy and Rondo released the mixtape, fans couldn't help but point out the fact that YoungBoy and Rondo may have actually dissed King Von yet again. Fans made reference to the song Want Me Dead, where Quando Rondo seemingly dissed King Von and his sister Kayla. It was pretty easy to tell that Quando Rondo was dissing King Von and Kayla B when he said, "My favorite op dead, sister talk too much. No, I don't like the..." Lil Timmy rolled her brother up, got stepped on in some Nike kicks. Lil Timmy is Lil Tim, aka Timothy Leaks, Quando Rondo's associate who took out King Von. NBA YoungBoy involved himself in the diss with King Von as he went on his Instagram story to throw shade at King Von and the music industry, as he told his fans that he wasn't in support of Quando releasing the diss track because it was only going to make people rich. He wrote on his Instagram story, "I just tell Quando, don't nobody care as long as they making dollars off you. I beg for that tape to not be released. Quando respected my wishes." YoungBoy also added that the industry only promoted songs where he dissed King Von and no one cared about him or even Quando Rondo. He wrote, "I talk to missionaries every day inside my home who probably gonna ask me about that tape. That not sitting on top of my heart, right? But pay attention to what these people promote. They are even and don't give a about us." He concluded by saying, "I see why they didn't post my Stop the Violence message." Lil Durk defends King Von. Rappers NBA YoungBoy and Lil Durk weren't always against each other in the past. The rappers have rapped on some tracks together, like the song My Side in 2017. But things took a turn for the two rappers in 2020 after King Von was taken out. Lil Durk, who was a close associate of King Von before he was taken out, was forced to defend King Von after NBA YoungBoy began releasing diss tracks against Von. Lil Durk's initial response to YoungBoy's diss was by posing on social media and asking NBA YoungBoy not to claim bodies that weren't his. But when that didn't seem to pass the message across to YoungBoy, Lil Durk decided to hop into the studio. Lil Durk had about enough of YoungBoy constantly dissing King Von, so he went on to release his own diss track, Aha, where he rapped saying, "Don't respond to with Von." I'm like, "You tripping? Go get your..." They dropping locations. I'm getting it done. Tweeting, "We sliding, the feds will come." He also went on to call out NBA YoungBoy's baby mama Janiyah Michelle as he rapped, acting like they really like that since my Brody died. "Just get out the feds. You bring up with your police. I told Von to leave that alone." She posts on OnlyFans. "Catch them in the apartments they've been in, cause that's our only chance." The song's lyrics were enough to prove to the fans that Lil Durk was really aiming at NBA YoungBoy and anyone that was associated with him, as he claimed that YoungBoy was scared to share his location because Lil Durk had guys who were ready to take a hit on him. He also rapped about the rumored relationship that King Von had with Janiyah. King Von once mentioned that he never had beef with NBA YoungBoy, but even if he did, it was going to be over a woman. That woman just might have been Janiyah. While many fans believe that the song was a diss track aimed at NBA YoungBoy, Lil Durk revealed during an episode on Full Sin podcast that Aha wasn't directly aimed at any rapper, but rather it was a response to people who were trolling him at the time. And in every sense of it, Durk only had one person on his neck who was trolling him at the time he released that song, and it was none other than NBA YoungBoy. Apparently, this was his response to his biggest troll and op, NBA YoungBoy. The song dropped a couple of hours after NBA YoungBoy released his I Hate YoungBoy diss track, where he dissed Lil Durk, his ex-fiancée India, his late brother D-Thang, and his father. Although Lil Durk wasn't openly asked about his situation with NBA YoungBoy, it was pretty clear to fans that he was talking about NBA YoungBoy when he talked about the Aha track. Why NBA YoungBoy dissed King Von. The beef between NBA YoungBoy's 4KT and Lil Durk's Only the Family, as well as King Von's O Block Pack, just might go on for a lifetime. It's already clear to fans that King Von may not have liked NBA YoungBoy generally, but what isn't clear is why NBA YoungBoy has continued to diss King Von and make a mockery of his passing if he didn't have beef with him before he was taken out. True fans of NBA YoungBoy know that he isn't one to share his story on social media, so you can't really keep up on his life. But fans have been able to fix the puzzle as to why NBA YoungBoy has continued to diss King Von even after 2 long years. NBA YoungBoy and the members of the 4KT crew regard each other as brothers, and they always watch each other's back. That was exactly what Lil Tim did that caused the whole mess in the first place. YoungBoy dissing the O was his way of telling them to keep off his 4KT gang and Quando Rondo, because they will be ready to roll them up if it gets to that. Quando Rondo hasn't had any peace of mind since King Von passed away. It's been one problem after another for him, including several multiple threats and attempts on his life. Rondo addressed the threats in an interview where he said he doesn't let them affect him. However some come to me, that's how I'm about to go about that, Rondo said. That threat all you want to, bro. That's just some words, man. Gonna do an action. Rondo went on to say that no matter what happens, he's going to be with his daughter. I'm going home to my daughter. And if I didn't, God called me, he added. But I'm going home to my daughter. Many fans believe that NBA YoungBoy released the Bring the Hook song as his way of showing off to the O Block gang that they couldn't touch either him or his 4KT crew members.